Mhm.
Tell us about this.
Yeah. There's several pictures, so I'll go fast. This is my grandma, my great grandmother, Angie Elizabeth Ackley Browning, and those are her initials. AEA on the quilt. I've taken a close up so you can see her initials. And if you want to go to the next one, I've just taken a series of close-ups of the quilt, and I just feel a strong sense of connection holding the quilt. And I mentioned this earlier. I feel like it is such a validation of women as creative people and is more than being, mother, a wife, or whether you're married or not, community responsibilities. It's so easy to fall into all, I should do this, I should do this, I should do this. And I feel like there's a wonderful tradition of honoring women's creativity and taking time to do something that is strictly ornamental just for the pleasure. And this has untold hours of ornamentation. And she did plenty of utility sewing and quilting in the meantime, but this was just for her because it gave her pleasure.
Mm, yeah,
And the next one,
yeah. Oh,
I think the fabrics range from fancy silks, some of which have shattered over time, to more durable fabrics. And it suggests to me, looking at the fabrics close up, that clothing scraps, and I don't mean scraps necessarily from when clothes were worn, but also from when they were made. So it was
mm,
new fabric, but left over from when something was cut. Um, Suggests that both the men's clothes and the women's were included. And there are articles of the time where they talked about women cutting up their husbands' ties, and I think Angie did that also. And you can go to the next one. The quality of the hand embroidery also suggests to me that either Angie continued to work on the quilt after her eyes were starting to age and deteriorate, like many of us are, or that she had help from one or both of her daughters. And if you just compare the little urn at the bottom versus the other flowers, you can definitely
mm.
see there's a difference in the amount of detail and the complexity of the embroidery. But either way, I think it was definitely a labor of love.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely
And
beautiful.
yeah,
Is there an oh, here we go.
there
This is
is.
you.
There's just two more. Yep.
Mm,
Fast forward to me, and I was born just over a century after my great grandmother Angie. And this is a quilt that I made actually back in the early 1990s. But I was suffering from severe homesickness. I'd been in the hospital, couldn't travel, and all my family was back east in New York and Pennsylvania, New Jersey. And I was just having a hard time with it. And my husband, who is infinitely wise, looked at me and he said, "Go sew." he said, I'll watch the kids because we had two babies. I'll watch the kids. You just go do that." And so I went in there, and our bedroom, my sewing room, had a bed in it, or our bedroom had a sewing machine, depending on how you looked at it. And I just started just pulling up scraps and making this. And if you want to go to the next screen, B, this is the last one. I put all of the names of my closest friends and extended family, even our cats, are included on this quilt. So it's a snapshot of a very specific time in my life. And every time I see it, it just brings me joy and comfort. It came from such a place of sadness, but I like put that in there, and now I just see the love. And I feel so the connection to all those people every time I handle this quilt or see it.